Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris Stewart from Buns and Roses Baking Company here with this week's Interruption, where we interrupt the way we normally think so we can erupt into the lives we want and we truly desire. All right, well, listen, I have a great topic today I really want to talk to you guys about. It's called your superheroism. Ooh, yeah, I like that already. You know, one of the things that I'm always thinking about is why don't people embrace their superpowers or their superhero? Everybody is different. Let's just be honest, right? I don't care if you're 80 pounds or 800 pounds or you're 6'10" or you're 4'10". We're all created unique and different, and we all have something unique about us that makes us us, right? So you can think about some of your favorite people. Like, what is it you like about, I don't know, your grandma, right? And you're like, oh, my grandma, she's always so sweet to people, or and we can continue on, and what it is you like about each thing, right? Like that's their thing that makes them that you love about them. So today we're kind of going to turn that around, and I want to look at it like, what is it that makes you special about you that people love about you? And you're not allowed to say, well, I don't have anything. Horse crap. Everybody's got something. Now, whether or not you choose to embrace it, that's on you. But I know that everybody that's watching this has something. Because in my world, everybody has worth, everybody has value, everybody has purpose, and everybody is loved. And if you're not experiencing that, then you need to call me. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's not get off topic. So let's look at what makes us special, right? What makes us unique. And I'm not talking about body style or shape, physical appearance, things like that, amount of money, kind of car, all that other stuff. Anybody can have that stuff. That's easy to get. Maybe not easy to get, but you know what I mean. So here's a great example then. Like, what makes me unique about me? And why have I not ever embraced it? Yeah, this is where we're going. So get ready. If you don't got a pen and paper with you, you better go grab one. Put this thing on pause. Go get one and come back because we're going to talk about some serious stuff today. So what makes me unique myself is that I consider myself to be the most thoughtful person in the world. Literally, that would be my superpower. Like, we need somebody to be thoughtful. Call up Chris. He'll be right here, and I'll get my little Batmobile, and I'll race over there, and we'll get down to some business, right? Because I am the world's #1 authority on door-to-door hope salesman. I'm the #1 hope salesman in the world. And that is because I'm so thoughtful. And it's not like in a bragging way. I'm just saying, like, that is how my brain works and how I work. If I'm thinking about you, like, you're going to get a text. If I'm thinking about, oh, it's your birthday coming up, like, you're going to get something on your birthday. Whatever it is, I make sure that I do as much possible to make a positive impact on everybody around me's world that I can on a daily basis. That's what makes me the most thoughtful person, or gives me the most thoughtful is my unique gift. And I know that's what people love about me. People tell me that all the time. Man, that was so thoughtful of you, Chris. I'm like, just what I do, right? So what is your special gift? If you look at like Superman, if you look at Wonder Woman, if you look at any of these, fictional superhero characters, they all thought that they were nothing to begin with, right? Like, you look at Wonder Woman, she don't look like Wonder Woman. She's got like big old glasses on, like a librarian outfit. She's like, oh, hi, my name's, whatever, Wonder Woman, but don't call me that till I change into my outfit, right? Then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, I'm Wonder Woman. My plane's invisible. I got this lasso. I'll hook it up, and I'm super sexy. Look at me, right? Same thing with like Superman. Like, oh, hi, my name's Clark Kent. Nice to meet you. But give me 10 minutes, I'm going to be Superman. I'm going to be racing around the world. I'm going to be saving everybody, holding up locomotives in each hand, right? That's what I want you to embrace today. And see, that's what I'm embracing. And I want to share this because this is going to be a journey that I want you to go with me on. Because I've decided to put Buns and Roses on the back burner and pursue what I'm the best at and what I, was kind of called to do a long time ago that I didn't want to embrace. Now, one of the processes here that I've got through working with Buns and Roses, I get to interact with a lot of different people. And for these just coming on to see this for the first time, Buns and Roses Baking Company is my company that I do cakes and cookies and cinnamon rolls and cupcakes and stuff like that. And I use it as a program to help at-risk teenagers and adults that need second chances to get back on their feet. And one of the things that I've noticed is that in all of my customer interactions is that my cupcakes or my cookies, metaphorically speaking, give people temporary happiness. But when I talk to them, I find out that they have so much other stuff going on in their lives that they need help with that I feel like I'm called to a bigger calling than just giving somebody a cupcake for like 10 minutes and then they're happy and then they go back to their life and maybe that's not working. So I want to find out what it is that I can do to make a bigger impact on the world and to help more people have sustainable happiness. Boom! That's a superpower right there. So I'm going back to school now and I'm getting my psychology degree. And that's going to take a few years. So, I mean, I'll still continue to do some Buns and Roses and I'll still continue to do all the things I do. But in the meantime, I'm starting to make a bigger impact on more people because I want to get to the root of the problem. And being thoughtful is that gift. Because I can sit down and listen to people empathetically or with compassion and understand what they're going through and say, you know what? I had a very similar situation. Here's what I did. Here's what you can do if you so choose. Or what can we do to maybe help you get that supportive? And I don't care if it's beating an addiction. I don't care if it's, losing weight. I don't care if it's, starting a healthy relationship with a member of the opposite sex or starting a family or whatever it is, right? We can talk about all that stuff all day long because I know about it. I know a little something about everything. Nothing about one thing, but a little something about everything. And it's enough to get us started. That's why I'm going to school for psychology, right? So I can learn how the other stuff, all the stuff that's in here works and how we can figure that out. So anyway, what's your superpower? I want you to come up with one. What is it that makes you super unique more than anybody else? That's what I want to know today, all right? So write it down, send it to me, text it to me. You know the number, 703-786-1539. And if you're still kind of going, I don't really know what mine is, and I feel like I've had just a constant lifetime of disappointments and frustrations, and I had nobody to really talk to, and nobody's really steered me in the right direction, and I'm just kind of confused, and I don't really like where I'm at today, then give me a call even more, because you're the guy or girl that I really want to talk to today, so we can get that figured out. Okay, that's what it is today. I want everybody to be inspired, to be a superhero today. Get that superhero going on, because we all need it out here. All right, moving on. Today we're going to talk about the God shots. This week, I'm going to talk about how I myself, at least, never believe that good things are going to come to me. And the minute that one thing starts going wrong, it's almost like I give up. Not purposely and not entirely, but just, like that's the first thought that comes to my head. Like, oh, you know what? I knew this was going to happen. We're not doing that anymore. Because here's what's going to happen. Or here's what happened in my case. So I'm at work the other night, I work in a restaurant, and one of the things that, happens is sometimes it's busy, sometimes it's slow. And I decide, usually at a certain point in the night, whether or not it's going to be a good night or a bad night, depending on how much tip money I'm making. And the other night, I was like, man, okay, it got to be kind of late, and I wasn't making any money at all, and I was really, really disappointed, and I started getting a bad attitude, and I'm like, man, why am I even working here? This is so stupid. I don't even like this job, right? How many times have you guys said that? Careful what you wish for. I'll tell you one thing. Be grateful for what you have today before selfishness makes it what you had tomorrow, or your addiction makes it what you had tomorrow, or your negative attitude makes it what you had tomorrow, because that stuff can be taken away in a heartbeat. And what happened for me is I said, you know what, I'm going to turn this around. I'm just going to stay positive. I'm just going to keep feeling the spirit. I'm going to be like, yes, I know good things are coming my way. The next customer walking through the door is going to sit at my table and is going to hook me up with a nice big fat tip. And, because I got bills to pay and I got rent to pay and I got to support Buns and Roses and I got to do all these things, right? But it's not on me. God took care of it, right? So what happened is that in the next hour, I literally made $250 in 1 hour. Yeah. That's a God shot right there. I made like 30 in 4 hours, got a bad attitude, fixed the attitude, asked for some help, said, please, can I get some direction over here? And then within that next hour, hour and a half, I made like $250. Okay? Let that be your inspiration this week. Just when you think things might be at the end, or just when you think now might be a good time to give up on what you're doing, reach deep. Say, hey, you know what? God, whoever you believe in, I need some help down here. Can you please guide and direct me? And then sit back and watch the miracle happen. Okay? That's it. All right. Now you know what time it is. Poetry Slam! Yeah! All right, man. Today, I wrote a poem to embrace our superhero. It's actually a poem that I already written, but we're going to use it today as a means to be the superhero. So I want you to listen. When you listen to this today, I want you to think of something like this that you can write to yourself, right? I wrote this to another human being, But I look at it and I'm like, I really wrote this to myself because this is how I should be treating myself. Self-love, self-care, believing in myself, believing in my superpower, believing in my superhero, so I can go out and help other people because that's what it's all about. All right. It's called Missing You Today. You see where we're going with all this? Yeah, exactly. Where have I been? What have I been doing? Why have I not embraced myself? Why have I not gone on the path that I was called to? And why am I settling for anything but the best in my life? No longer. We're here today. Erupt it. Let's get it cracking. On my bed, missing you, watching the rain hit the window pane. Candles lit in the background. Mike Ness sings Ball and Chain. It's not that I haven't seen you in a while, or that you're a million miles away. It's just that I always love hanging out. No matter how great my life is, you always brighten my day. Laying next to you, looking up at the stars, my body pressed next to you, and heaven isn't so far. Every time I hear a door slam, I pray it's you, coming through the door and giving me a great big kiss, too. Every night on my knees, I thank God for our connection, my saint, my angel, and my spiritual woman of action. I have a picture of you next to my bed. It's covered with kisses and where my dreams are said. I guess Cupid finally got it right. My heart belongs to you. Together, God gave us a beautiful life. It's just I picture everything done with you. If you believe the same, come dance with me too. On a beach in Bora Bora or on top of the Eiffel Tower, a life of romance and dreams. Please, God, continue to guide us in this higher power. Done. Done and done. That's the beautiful thing about poetry. You could read it years later, months later, days later, and you're like, man, I just love how I can express myself in that way to somebody else and then turn around and say, man, you know what? I'm going to write that same poem to myself because I deserve it and I love myself. Okay, that's all we got for this week. I know we ran over a little bit longer than normal, but you know what? I felt like there was a lot of stuff to say this week. I hope some of it was useful to you. Once again, you know, give me a call anytime, 703-786-1539. I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. And remember my two most important things. The first one is rock on. The second one is God bless. Take care.